Welcome, Talking Fam, and welcome to another Talking Sports video. And today, we are going to finish off our top 100 MLB players of 2022 series and finish it all off just to get it done and move on to finishing up the most electric player on each MLB team. But let's go ahead and take a look at number 10. Please like and subscribe down below, everybody. I'd really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get into today's video. Alright, at number 10, I have Ronald Acuna Jr. Ronald Acuna Jr. has played in 405 games, has had 1,555 at-bats, 327 runs, 437 hits, 251 RBIs with 214 watts, as well as hitting 107 homers with a 281 batting average. And Ronald Acuna actually led the league in home runs at one point, but he did injure his Achilles, his leg area, I think. Pretty sure it was his leg area, but he did injure himself for the rest of the year in July, and he's just coming back in, and he's doing pretty good this year. He's played in 10 games, has hit 2 home runs, and has had 11 hits, and has a 282 average so far. But looking good, looking ready for him. At number 9, we have first baseman Freddy Freeman. Freddy Freeman had a rocky offseason. He was not on a team during the lockout, but once the lockout came back, he actually signed with the Dodgers, and he's done pretty good with them so far. Let's take a look at his career stats. He's played in 1,605 games, has scored 994 runs, almost 2,000 there, with 1,750 hits and 962 RBIs with 798 watts, and has hit 274 home runs with a 296 batting average. At number 8, we have a really good player, and it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy is awesome. He can show up the offense for the Blue Jays. He's hit 7 home runs so far this year, and in his career, he's played in 384 games, 226 runs, has had 410 hits, 234 RBIs with 79 home runs in 4 seasons. Next up, I have Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom is one of the best pitchers in MLB, and he's on the Mets, which the Mets have 2 of the best pitchers. And I think Jacob deGrom is doing good. He's not playing right now. He might be shut down for most of the year, but I mean, when he comes back, maybe if it's next year or later this year, he's still going to dominate. He is just an amazing pitcher, and I feel like he has the chance to come back. In his career, Jacob deGrom has played in 198 games, 4 complete, with allowed 350 earned runs, has had 1,505 strikeouts, with a 77-53 record. He also has a career ERA of 2.50, but last year he had an ERA of 1.08, and that is really good, with a WHIP, WHIP with .55. At number 6, we have the outfielder for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts has a cannon arm. He can get anyone out, and he can also hit a whole ton of home runs. He's hit 10 of those this year. Let's take a look at his career. He's played in 1,009 career games, has scored 793 runs with 1,194 hits. He's also hit 188 home runs with a 295 average. He came into the game in 2014 at the Red Sox, where he went to the Dodgers, signed with them with the then biggest deal ever in the Major League Baseball, and he's done really great in LA. He's played in about 200 games in the 3 seasons he's been there. And granted, 38 games this season, which he's played in, I think, every game so far. And he only missed 55 games in 2020. He did play 122 games last year, but he did really great. Next up, at number 5, we have Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper is an amazing player. He it was the MVP with the Nationals for a lot. He was the MVP last year of the Phillies, but he's done an amazing job. And let's take a look at his stats. In 1,319 games played, he's scored 879 runs, 1,314 hits, 779 RBIs, with 276 home runs, as well as a 280 batting average. Next up, we have number 4. This is the guy who gets walked all the time, and of course, I mean the Washington Nationals outfielder, Juan Soto. Juan Soto is a great home run hitter. He's hit 8 home runs so far this year, and he's looking good. Looking at Trout to hit about 30. He hit 29 last year, one short, but he is a really good home run hitter. In 505 games played, he's scored 363 runs, has had 521 hits, scored 323 RBIs, and has hit 106 home runs with a 296 batting average. At number 4, we have, at number 3, we have shortstop Fernando Tatis Jr. He hasn't played so far this year, but when he comes back, I'm pretty sure he will be an amazing hitter and amazing shortstop as well. He's played in 273 games, has scored 210 runs, hit 303 hits, brought in 195 runs, and has hit 81 home runs through a 292 batting average. He also was one of the top leaders in the MLB last year with 42 home runs before he got injured. Next up, we have at number 2, we have outfielder Mike Trout. Mike Trout is the GOAT. He's amazing. He's an amazing player. He's one of the best in the league, in my opinion. He's even better than Shohei, in my opinion. He's just an amazing hitter. He can hit bombs. But let's go ahead and take a look at his career stats. Mike Trout has played in 1,325 games, has scored 1,000 runs, has hit 1,459 hits, 840 runs batted in, and has hit 321 home runs with a 305 batting average. And finally, at number 1, we have the two-way player, Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani is a good pitcher and a hitter for the Angels. He started playing with the Angels in 2018, and this shows his pitching stats here on Google. I'm going to go ahead and go over those. In 42 games pitched, he has allowed 84 earned runs, 275 strikeouts, has a 16-7 record, and has a 3.41 ERA. Let's go ahead and take a look at his MLB hitting stats. I'm sure we would love to see him. And while I'm figuring it out, I'd really like to say thank you guys for watching my videos. I'd really appreciate it. And soon I probably will bring some documentaries, sports documentaries, into this channel, as well as some other documentaries as well. Let's take a look at his hitting. Let's take a look at his batting stuff here. Alright, I am here at his stats. Shohei, sorry, it's loading up to his batting stats. Alright, let's take a look at Shohei. In 466 games played, he has scored 266 runs, has hit 413 hits, and has hit 102 home runs, as well as bringing in 275 RBIs. He also has a 263 batting average, and he was one of the league leaders last year in home runs. Alright guys, that's my list for today. Please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it, and you guys have a great day. Peace.